Welcome back, lords and ladies. KingRayRay here, and I'm your host for this evening. Welcome back to Fading Hearts. Alright, so I don't really remember what I did last episode, to be honest with you. Also, I've been going through a lot last few days, like breaking some bad habits type a lot. It is difficult, but I'm slowly but surely getting there, and if I can last for a month, and I should be able to break myself of drinking about 6 liters of soda every single day of the week and chewing my fingernails. So hopefully that works out. And if it doesn't, then, well, I need to keep on trying, in other words. Alright, so, wait, are you thinking about dating Mystica? Oh yeah, we went to her and started talking about, Mystica. What? Of course not. Contrary to my words, my heart's beating a little faster now. Arg, no, I can't stand crushing on some teen model with Claire needs me. Aw, you sure? She's Mystica. She has to be Mystica, seriously. It's only then that the two of us notice Alex has entered the cafe. Welcome back, Master. Oh, have you noticed that blue mascara, or I think that's mascara, on her? That's actually pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. So, I heard you guys discussing Mystica. She seems like a prime candidate for a magical girl series, but she'd need an appropriate romantic interest first. How do you think she'd fall in love? Why, of course, everyone is fixated on Mystica's love life. I have to admit, I'm curious about Alex's take on her, though. Ah, that's a good question. I think it would be someone she rescues. He'll be really clumsy and kind, and eventually they'll fall in love. Alright, Ryu? So you think Mystica would find her one true love? How should I know? Don't worry, it's just for fun. I want to hear a fresh perspective. Well, I think they'll have something else in common at first, but then she falls in love with him. He can't accept her feelings at first because he doesn't understand her, but her love will reach him at the end. That sounds like the Prince's Tale. So, Alex, what do you think? Well, let me see. Mystica is in a situation that demands a lot from her physically and emotionally. She has a lot of responsibilities, and consequences of failure are extreme. Someone who can support her would be an absolute requirement in their relationship. Otherwise, the stress would overwhelm her. Ah, I see. I figured he would give a good analysis of the subject. So, if I could assist Mystica somehow, then... But how am I supposed to help her when I'm only barely managing to defend my own against all those swarms of monsters? Hopefully she has good friends she can lean on, otherwise she'll probably break down in the end. We chat for a while about current events in the anime shows airing. Yes, I love that PS! Physical strength, baby! And I lowered my strength. Lowered my, stress. That's actually pretty good. I like it whenever I keep it nice and balanced. Okay, so I'm going to save here. And then I'm going to go outside, go to the park, go somewhere else, go to the forest, and explore. Oh, my mind started drifting away. Star of the Night Sky. I thought of the name whenever I was looking out the window at night. I wondered why the stars only shone brightly during the night. A passing stranger explained the answer to me. The stars shine brightly at night because there are no other lights around. Stars only stand out when there are no other light during the day, and they hide away. That's why I named myself Star of the Night Sky. Even though I stand out, I think it's just because no one else does, and sometimes I just want to hide away. Being a champion really has its drawbacks. People always act funny around me. A lot of girls resent me or try to imitate me, but since they like winning and not magic itself, it doesn't work very well. The teachers don't like me either. They get mad whenever I argue with them, especially when I say magic should be enjoyed by everyone. Even the lowest classes love watching me fight. I think they should be allowed to compete too. I'm sure it would be fun for them, and that many of them could use the prize money. Idly, I spin my wood chair around to scan the contents of my room. It's littered with all kinds of magical items, staves, wands, gems, tools, and accessories. Everything is a bit of a mess, though. I guess I don't really pay attention to anything else when I've thought of a new idea. I wish I could carry a scepter, a wand, and a staff in battle. I tried all three at once, but I was too slow, so now I only use a scepter and a wand. Okay, so my question is, what does the property for each of these three do? I understand the wand and the staff, but is the scepter like a bludgeon weapon for whenever you can't use magic? And if so, why would you want a wand or a staff if you have a scepter? I don't understand. I really don't. Still, I love experimenting. It's my dream to think of a way to make all three work at once. I wish there was someone else who liked experimenting too. There's so many things I would want to tell them about. It would be nice to have a friend. Aw. No friends. The feels. Okay. I feel like that was a saving point. Whoa. Mystica! Hi, Mystica. How are you, sweetheart? Nothing I say will convince you to stay away from here, will it? Mystica appears before me in her usual blinding flash of light. There's a fine line between courage and foolhardiness, Ryu. Is there something you seek in the forest? I'll get it for you if you just tell me what it is. The thing I'm searching for... The thing I'm searching for? I guess I'm tired of not knowing what's going on around here. Yeah. I felt the same way, until I discovered my magical abilities, that is. It was exciting at first, but now I wish I never had them. You wish you never had them? Why? It's really just selfishness on my part. I want to spend more time with the people I love. I hate having to cut things short with them in order to save the world all the time. Really? I guess all magical girls have that problem, huh? Is that so? So, how do they deal with it? Eventually, they defeat the bad guys and make up for lost time afterwards. Defeat the bad guys. I see. Is it harder than that? Yeah. It's not something you can resolve by having enough magical firepower. Is it a dark magical girl who just needs a little help? A dark magical girl? She's a magical girl who's an antagonist at first, but only because she's lonely and depressed. Once the main character decides to trust her and believe in her, she becomes a really good friend. Wow, that's very insightful. You're giving me more something to think about. Anyway, haha, it was just a shot in the dark. For being in the dark, it's rather close shot. I really don't know how to resolve things, though. If you show that you care for her, I'm sure things will work out in the end. I think I won't mention the dramatic fight scenes that usually precede that, though. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you, Ryu. I appreciate you talking to me and giving me advice. Oh, physical strength went up by two. Sorry, wish you could see me dancing, but I'm afraid that my camera is still not doing well. If you do see videos prior or after this video that does have my camera, just know that I do record weeks ahead of time because I'm extremely busy during the weekends and I just don't have a lot of time to not have extra videos ahead of time. But so basically, I spend my free time doing videos. But now it's time for me to disappear. Please be careful, okay? Oh. Huh. Wait! Wait! Don't go! There she goes again. You could at least warn a guy before you do that all of a sudden, you know? Oh well. Now what? That was the saving point. Let's explore some more. I want to fight. Yes, there we go. Okay. There we go. Nice. Another one bites dust. Actually, I should be able to do one more. Trees and grass. Trees and grass. Yeah, one more. Let's do it. Okay, now let's go home. Woo-hoo. Oh, wow. Got a lot more XP than I thought I did. Alright, let's talk to Sophia and see what she has to say. Did you need something? Sorry, I have things to take care of today. You suck. I'm thinking we'll go to Tachibana and rest a bit. Yeah, we need to get our PS up a little bit. Okay, it's the evening. I hope I'm not getting sick. Maybe if I lie down, my head would stop buzzing. Make my way to bed, slowly avoid falling. Dizziness, progressive worse. Every step I stumble for. On top of that, my vision's given out, and there's a strange humming noise. Whatever is coming down, I'm coming down with must be pretty nasty. I pick myself up, and with some effort to manage to drag myself into bed. Seriously, though, what kind of bug causes tinnitus? Tinnitus? I have no clue what that is. Here, let me search up what tinnitus is. T-I-N-N-I. Tinnitus. Ringing or buzzing in the ear. Huh, okay. And even with my eyes closed, I still keep seeing those bright flashes of light. What gives? Reflexively, I cover my eyes in vain attempt to block out the light. But, ow, my hands are burning hot. My eyes spring open, see them glowing softly, and I bolt sitting straight up. What the? I must have a fever so bad I'm delusional. Yeah, that would explain what I'm seeing and why my hands are so hot. I lie down and shut my eyes to sleep it off. But as minutes tick by, the lights go away, my head starts to feel clearer. Cautiously, I open one eye to check my hands. Yep, still glowing. Well, this is certainly unexpected, to say the least. Gingerly, I raise my index finger up to my cheek, but stop when I feel the heat radiating from it. Even though they feel completely normal to me, my hands are scalding hot for some reason. I wiggle my fingers and flex my wrists experimentally. The light from my hands trails after like a tail of a comet. By all rights, I should be flipping out right now, but somehow the situation doesn't seem all that unnatural. I guess I've read too many stories about ordinary people suddenly developing magical powers. I start tracing the fingers into the air, and then for fun, I draw a magical symbol of one of those Alex's favorite shows. The light on my hand intensifies, and I could feel power gathering in preparation to be used. Alright then, let's see if I can figure out what to do from here. Whoa, I didn't expect that to actually work. Can I do it again? My heart pounding, I steady my shaking hands and carefully trace the symbol out one more time. A small blast of light erupts from my fingers and strikes a glass I left sitting out, instantly shattering into a million pieces. Well, that settles that. I'm definitely not seeing things. Wow, this is this is cool because whenever I last played this, before I even started recording this, I never gotten this far. It's probably because I tried to avoid Mystica at all times, but I'm actually pursuing her in this, if you haven't noticed. I cleaned up the broken glass, and in doing so noticed the light and heat have faded from my hands. I tried to spell one more time just to be sure, but as expected, nothing happens. This must be my limit for the day. Probably I'll come back after I get some rest. Incredibly, there's such a thing as real magic, but why would I, of all people, suddenly discover it? What set it off? And why on earth does made-up spell from anime series actually work? Is it possible that other spells from the series would work? What about spells in manga? As tempting as it would be to run around showing off, it doesn't take me long to realize I'm better off keeping quiet about this. If I get word out, I'd probably end up in some sort of secret government research facility. No kidding. Come to think of it, that explains a lot. Everyone else who discovered it before I did either realize this and stayed silent, or they would wound up in the government custody. Alright, so, wow, that was cool. So if you lords and ladies enjoyed this episode, please leave a big fat like. If you haven't subscribed, come on and come subscribe. And, oh, okay. I will catch you lords and ladies next episode on Fading Hearts. Bye-bye now and enjoy.